Our team coverage continues tonight with Jay O'Brien. He's in the hardest hit area where crews are picking up the pieces tonight. Jay?
Yeah, Liz, tonight there are also reports of more storms possibly in the future for tomorrow, particularly the farther north you get. And just as we're getting the first look at some of the damage from those storms that moved through today, this is an awning. It's styrofoam mixed with metal. It's heavier than you'd think. The storm threw that over here, and that's not the least of the damage that we've seen today. Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast on high alert, concerned this could happen again. A crushing storm system popping up in minutes. Pouring rain and flooding smack in the middle of the evening commute. Lightning strikes sparking brush fires along I-95. 18 fires in total, according to Palm Beach Gardens Fire Rescue. Whoa. Strong winds tossing debris. Some of the worst damage at a Palm Beach Gardens community center, including at this playground. There was some power behind this storm. That's a light pole that got knocked down, almost leveled. And here's the top of the light thrown all the way over here. That's not the only thing. The storm threw this pool canopy, which has a solid metal base, all the way over that fence. This is a community center in Palm Beach Gardens. Officials here told us there were kids playing outside. There were people here who had to be brought inside to safety as the storm tore through. Other parts of this community center were under construction, the storm demolishing work that was already complete and bringing this job site to a halt.
That is a tornado right above us.
Some here concerned they saw a small tornado.
I believe we just had a small tornado.
This video appearing to show the storm slightly rotating, but there's been no confirmed tornado so far. And as the clouds cleared earlier, this double rainbow, a sense of calm and relief. No reports of anyone injured. Now, this community center, the Burns Road Community Center, it is closed until further notice. Meanwhile, the National Weather Service will come out here tomorrow to this area and to North Palm Beach to survey the damage and determine exactly what caused all of this.
Developing now, an unbelievable tragedy on the roads. 6 people are dead after a crash late last night. Deputies say a teenage driver rear-ended another vehicle on State Road 7 near Delray Beach. And as CBS 12's Al Pefley reports, alcohol or drugs are suspected. Al joins us live at the scene of the crash. Al?
Luli, the noise out here is very, very difficult, but let me explain what happened. This is where the crash happened. You can see the ruts in the grass down there where the vehicles left the roadway. This area is totally littered with debris. Down here by my feet, you can see there are some broken pieces of what appears to be a taillight, some red plastic. There's a baseball cap there, possibly that belonged to one of the victims, and also a trim from a BMW that apparently came from the vehicle that struck the one that the victims were in. We are not naming the driver who apparently has caused this crash because he's a minor and he has not been charged yet with any crime. Palm Beach County deputies say the accident happened last night on State Road 7 near Atlantic Avenue just before 11 p.m. Debris litters the scene and there are tire tracks in the grass in the median and off to the side of the road where the accident happened. We're told the 17-year-old driver was speeding, heading north on South State Road 7 when he rear-ended a Nissan Rogue with 6 people inside, causing it to roll over and land upside down. 5 people died at the scene and 1 died at the hospital, all from the Nissan Rogue. A sheriff's spokeswoman says alcohol and or drugs are suspected. We went to the teen driver's home in Wellington, but we were told his family had no comment. Reached by phone later, the father of the teen driver said his son was not speeding, and he says he was not driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. He says his son had been with his family until about 30 minutes before the crash, and no one in the family had consumed any alcohol. He says a blood alcohol test at the hospital showed no signs of any drugs or alcohol in his son's system. Heather Geronimus serves on the National Board of Directors of Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
If this is in fact a drunk driving crash, it's inexplicable and completely preventable.
Geronimus knows firsthand. Her father was killed when he was walking across a street in Miami and was hit by a drunk driver 13 years ago.
Now there are 6 families out there that are feeling this deep grief and shock because there's nothing that prepares you for an unexpected death like this.
So again, we are not naming this teen because he is a minor and has not been charged. According to his father, he is hospitalized tonight at Delray Medical Center in fair but stable condition. He's not been charged with anything. We'll continue to cover this story, as I'm sure there will be many updates in the days or weeks to come.
Well, early on in the pre-election, the candidates that were involved in this had made some inquiries on what the process is for that. They said, according to the information that was coming to us, is if they in fact were elected mayor and commissioners, that they wanted to explore that possibility. So they needed to know what the process was. So we told them. Again, they came to us. We did not come to them, and they got elected. So they determined at one of their meetings that they would like to explore the possibility of us merging with their agency, and that's what they voted on the night before. So we are now going to be in the process. We've done this 12 times, right? So it's not something new to us. And by the way, all the other 12 mergers, people came to us to ask us to do that. We don't go out and seek these things out. So right now, we're in the process of getting the organizational chart, getting the budget, getting all the information we need to know about how the department operates and what it costs. So hopefully in 30 to 45 days, we'll be able to come back to them, give them a proposal and say, this is what it would look like if we merge. This is how much it will cost and what the savings is. And they'll have to make that decision based on what they see. It's totally in their ballpark.
Anything else you want to just talk about?
No, I mean, the men and women that work there, they're good police officers. They want to do a good job. They just need some more resources. I think it's a matter of leadership from what I've been told by the people that run the city. They're not happy with that. So they're looking to provide better services to the residents there. And if you go back and you talk to all the cities that we've merged with, all of them will tell you that their merger has resulted in lower crime rates, better service to the public, and a more efficient agency. So it's something that we're very good at doing, and we'll see. But again, it's all back in their ballpark. They ask for the proposal, we'll give it to them. If they like it, that's fine. If they don't, then they'll go about trying to do what they need to do to straighten out whatever issues they have at the agency.
Did they specify exactly what issue that they would like if the possible merger?
No, I think once if they like what the numbers say and they like what the organization is, then we'll get into the concepts, the philosophy.
Is that the biggest municipality that you guys?
It'll be close. Royal Palm was a good sized one. Lake Worth was a good sized one. Green Acres was pretty big, so it's close. But like I said, we're very efficient at doing it. It's really an easy model, And the biggest misconception is when you see these mergers, some of the residents say, "Oh, we're going to lose our police department." Well, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's the same men and women. They just wear a different color uniform, got a different color car, and their structure is a little bit different, but they have more resources to address their problems. So they're not losing anything.